Hello, everyone. My name is Christopher Liam Rose. I'm an author, mentor, life coach, motivational speaker, evangelist, activist, and musician. In this audio, we're going to be talking about the process of no I. I'm going to be sharing the three stages and the three processes of becoming the no I. The no I is also called the no self, and the no self is also called selflessness. But in this audio, we're going to be talking about the no I, and I'm going to be sharing how to become the no I, which is very important in spiritually helping other people and giving back. So let's begin. Number one, the self, the past, I conflict. Now, within society and within the world, the past is the thing that's causing us the most pain as human beings. And because of the self and because of the past that we've experienced, this is where all the conflict happens within our life. The conflict normally means suffering, pain, and adversity within daily life, right? So the self and the past equals I, which equals conflicts. Now, it's very important to realize that we all have a past. We've all been through challenges, disappointments, struggles, negative life experiences, suffering, pain, adversities, and the list can go on with what we've been through as human beings. But if we want to go through the process of no I and live the no self, we must transform and change the self and overcome the self. Now, this becomes the most difficult thing to do in life because the self has so much challenges, so many difficulties, and so much pain and suffering, feelings and emotions towards the self. But if we don't overcome the self, we can't find who we are as human beings. We can't live the no I and the no self. It's important to realize that the I mentality is destroying people's lives. The selfishness is destroying people's lives. So we need to get to the point in our lives so we overcome the self and become the no self. Number two, spiritual change, the unknown change in a choice. Now, within life, we all got the chance to change. And obviously, this will be the present as well, right? So in the present, we all have a chance to change, right? Each human being has the chance to change their life if they choose to or not choose to, right? Now, it's important to realize that if we really, really want to change our lives and if we really, really want to overcome suffering, pain, and adversity, we must spiritually change. So, how do you spiritually change? I've always said in my videos, my books, my messages, and my talks, if you develop the five spiritual practices prayer, meditation, mindfulness, walking, and journaling these are the things to help you to spiritually change the five spiritual practices. Doing the five spiritual practices will slowly change your psyche and your psychological mind. And when your psyche and your psychological mind changes, that's when freedom and liberation comes into your life. Now, the spiritual change becomes the most important thing in life. Each human being is meant to go on a spiritual change. If we don't spiritually change as human beings, we will live the past, the I, and the conflicts. But if we choose and make that decision and choice to change our lives in the present, because life is always living in the present, this will be unknown because we don't know, what's going to happen when we spiritually change. But it's a choice that we have to make as human beings. Each human being has that choice, and each human being gets the opportunity to change their life if they choose to. But we must spiritually change if we want to really live the no I and the no self and selflessness. So the spiritual change becomes the most important thing. The spiritual change is in the present, and it's so important to spiritually change. Number three, so I did say the no I the no self. But let's just keep it as the no I and selflessness, which basically means the future. So the no self and the no I is the future, right? And the future means no conflict. So because you've gone through a spiritual change and a spiritual transformation within the psyche and your psychological mind, you get to live a life once you've gone through the spiritual change and spiritual transformation, the no self and selflessness, which is the future, which means no I, no conflict. Now, changing the no I becomes the most hardest thing to do in life. It's very, very difficult to change your life from the self, the past, the I, the conflicts, into the future, the no I, no conflicts of the no self and selflessness. But this can be done within your life. It's something that can actually be achieved within your life. When you change to the no self and selflessness, your life will be focused on spiritually helping other people, giving back and making a difference because you you realize from the suffering, the pains and adversities, the feelings and emotions you went through as a human being. You don't want other people or other human beings to go through what you've been through, and you don't want other people to experience what you have experienced. So this is when the no self and selflessness becomes very important. If we spiritually change to the no self and selflessness, we get the opportunity to live our spiritual life purpose and our spiritual calling, which Jesus Christ, Jehovah, and Buddha wants us to live. When it comes to the spiritual contributions, there's 5 levels of helping other people, which we're going to explain now. Level 1, the volunteering level in helping other people, the good level in helping other people. Level 2, jobs, careers, and employment in helping other people, the great level in helping other people. Level 3, business and entrepreneurship, the highest level in helping other people. Level 4, spiritual and faith levels in helping other people, the spiritual level in helping other people. And then level 5, spiritually helping other people who helping other people, the teaching level in helping other people. So the whole point of this audio is to inspire the listeners and to inspire the people that are listening to this audio to go through the process of the no I and the no self. The spiritual change becomes the most important thing. If we don't go through a spiritual change, we can't change from the past, the I, and the conflict, and the self. So the spiritual change is very, very important. And the only way you get to really spiritually change is to do the 5 spiritual practices. The 5 spiritual practices is a guide to help you to spiritually change. In order to spiritually change, we have to put in the work because nothing changes in your life without work. So put in the work in spiritual changing. If you put in the work in spiritual changing, you'll start to discover the no self, and it'll become a natural thing. You don't have to do anything to become the no self. It just becomes natural because you've overcome your traumas, you've overcome your suffering, you've overcome your pain and adversity. So it's important to discover the no self and selflessness, the future, no I, no conflict. When you live a life of no conflict, it doesn't mean that you haven't been through conflict because all human beings have been through conflict. What it means is that you transcended the suffering, the pain, and adversity that you've experienced to spiritually help other people in what they're going through and support people with what they need help with. So it's very, very important you go through this process, the self, spiritual change, no self, and selflessness, which means no I. I hope this audio has helped. It's a very deep but powerful audio to listen to. Please remember, Jesus Christ, Jehovah, and Buddha want you to go through a spiritual change. And Jesus Christ, Jehovah, and Buddha want you to spiritually contribute in helping other people, giving back, and making a difference. The spiritual change is the future, and humanity will only change if we go through a spiritual change. So thank you for listening to this audio and this podcast. Hope it has helped somebody today. Take care now. Bye bye now.